Hello everyone! This is Bauchte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. We've already showed you several different garments with draping. Skirts, sleeves, blouses. I think that it's time to make a dress. Last night, when normal people were sleeping, I was thinking of a dress design. Night is the perfect time for thinking. Don't you agree with me? Have a look at the sketch. I also wanted to have a look at this piece of fabric. It's knitted fabric of a very high quality. It inspired me for making this dress. One of the side seams will be draped, and it will turn into flounce. The other side seam will be pretty regular. I'll be making a dress for Olya. What I also want to tell you is that I not only came up with the design, but I also created a pattern for it. I'm going to show you the most simple way of making such dresses. I created a very interesting technique for draping the side seam. I'll show you how to do it. There will be a cord inserted in it. I'm going to show you how to make a pattern first. When it's ready, we'll continue working. The thing is that we don't need to make patterns for the front and for the back. The two details will be absolutely even. I'll also show you how to make very beautiful necklines. The bottom of the dress should be cut on the crosswise grain. The lower part of the skirt should also be cut on a grain. The draped part will be cut differently. This is the part which should be cut on a grain. Next, you need to take the 6 measurements of Olya's body: bust, waist, hips, the length of the back, the width of the back, and the length of the item. I don't need to know any other measurements. There won't be any tucks or darts in this dress. The dress will be close-fitting anyway. Knitted fabrics are perfect for such dresses. I'm going to make the bust and the hips a bit tighter than needed because of the draping. I want to show you how to sew such dresses and how to make patterns for such dresses very thoroughly. You can make tops or tunic dresses using the same technique. We are going to make a knee-level dress for Olya. If I was making such dress for myself, I would make it a bit longer. I'm going to take Olya's measurements next. After that, I'll start drawing a pattern. I'm going to show you how to make kind of a basic pattern first, and then a pattern for this dress on its basis. When I start drawing a pattern, I'll show you what to pay attention to. You should be very attentive. Before we start working, I wanted to have a look at the way this color suits Olya. I'm not sure how to call this color. It's not beige and it's not pink either. I just know for sure that it's very beautiful. This knitted fabric is of a very high quality. The color looks so beautiful on Olya. What do you think? I'm not sure yet how much fabric we're going to use for this dress. First, I need to measure the bust. "95 centimeters. The waist. The dress will be close-fitting, 77 centimeters. 1/2 of the measurement is 38.5 centimeters. The hips. "98 centimeters. 1/2 of the measurement is 49 centimeters. The width of the back is 38 centimeters. 1/2 of the measurement is 19. The length of the back from the neck base to the waist, 41 centimeter. The length of the dress, 94 centimeters. We can let Olya go now. When the dress is tacked, she'll try it on. I need to write down the length of the dress, 94 centimeters. I remind you that we don't need to make different patterns for the front and for the back. The details will be absolutely even. I'm not even sure how to call the detail we're going to make. It will be the front and the back at the same time. It will just slightly resemble a regular pattern. This piece of tracing paper is folded in half. When I finish drawing the pattern, I'll unfold it. I'm going to draw just 1/4 of the pattern. First, I need to draw the point 0. It marks the 7th neck bone level. Next, I need to measure and mark the length of the back down from this point, 41 centimeter. I'll be making a dress of knitted fabric, so 40 centimeters would be enough. This is the waistline. Next, I need to measure and mark the length of the item, 92 centimeters for knitted fabric. This is the bottom. This is the waistline. Draw a short horizontal line from the point 0. Measure and mark 9 centimeters on it. I don't want to make too wide neckline in a garment of knitted fabric. This point marks the 7th neck bone level. Next, I need to measure and mark 3 centimeters up from this point. If we were drawing the back neckline, it would look this way. We don't need to do it. This detail is 8 centimeters wide and 3 centimeters high. Next, we need to divide the length of the back in half, 20 centimeters. We need to draw this line to know where to draw an armhole. Next, we need to measure and mark half of the width of the back here, 19 centimeters. I remind you that the width of the back is 38 centimeters. This point marks the beginning of the shoulder. Imagine there is a horizontal line here. And then mark the point 2 centimeters lower. Draw the shoulder seam through this point. Point 0, point 8, point 3. Draw a horizontal line here, and then move it 2 centimeters lower to draw a shoulder seam. I'll sign it. Next, I need to draw the hip line. I'll draw it 18 centimeters down from the waistline. Olya's hips are actually 23 centimeters down from the waist. I remind you that I can slightly change the measurements due to the fact that I'm making a dress of knitted fabric. I'll sign the lines. This one is for drawing armhole, waistline, hip line. This is the bottom. One half of the hip measurement is 24.5 centimeters. I think that 23.5 centimeters would be enough. I also want to make the bottom 2 centimeters tighter. I know for sure that knitted fabric stretch, so I make the measurements a bit smaller. The bust, 23.5 centimeters, so I'll measure and mark 22.5 centimeters. One half of the waist measurement is 19.5 centimeters, so I'll mark 19 centimeters. Don't ever draw such side seams in garments. I can do it now due to the fact that I'm making a dress of knitted fabric. When we drape the side seam, it will look absolutely different. Next, I need to raise the armhole line for 2 centimeters. After that, I need to draw the armhole. I remind you that we divided the back length in half and then raise this point for 2 centimeters. I'll draw the armhole by side. I want to make the shoulder seam a bit more bias. Have a look at the side seam once again. Don't ever make such side seams in garments. When making regular garments, you need to make the side seam less round and draw waist tucks. These side seams look this way due to the fact that the center back in this dress is straight. Have a look here. This is the beginning of the shoulder. This line should be straight. Here it is. These are the points 0, 8, and 3. This is the beginning of the shoulder. I'll sign it. This line should be straight, and it should be perpendicular to the center back seam. The base for making the pattern is ready. I can cut it now. Next, I need to sign the right and the wrong sides in this pattern. I'll show you what to do next. This is the pattern both for the front and for the back. Have a look here. The right half of the dress will be draped. This is the face of the pattern. In this case, these are the right and the left sides. This is the face of the front pattern. The right and the left sides. That's all for today. Next, I will continue working with this pattern. My name is Irina. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Goodbye.